Oh, there we go. As you can see, we're about, I don't know, 2 hours into our drive, I would say. And not there yet, we still got about 3 hours to go until we hit the museum. But as you can see, we're kind of, the storm's already passed to this area. We're not driving into this storm, we're actually driving away from the storm, which is good. But my friend Donnie that we were going to meet up with, you can probably see some of his comments on some of the videos, that we kind of bailed on and went home because of the storm. But he went through and stuck it out. So he did all right in the ollies and said he's staying at his $40 days in, and said they're great. But hopefully you're having some better luck over there than we are. It's just driving on the road. But thought I'd give a little update. The whole drive down here, there's just been like lightning and stuff on that side. In this area, as you can see, you already passed through because there's lots of places that are all flooded and stuff like that. But it's still too dark. It still takes a long time. It seems like we've been driving forever since we're not breaking up the stops. We're just kind of driving straight there. And now that the sleep schedule is kind of going to be a little funky from sleeping in the truck for 3-4 hours of sleep, but then getting up, then driving back home and sleeping for 7-8 hours. But then you wake up at 11 o'clock midnight and you're kind of awake, and now it's 5 a.m. So, but we'll see how we're going here. All right, the first stop, as you can see, it's probably going to be expensive, but actually the Corvette probably been a little bit cheaper because that, this is a V6 Corvette's a V8 Corvette. You can get like 25 miles to the gallon. This thing here gets like 16. Guess it's so we finally made it like 4 hours later. Pretty big actually. Now if we get done screwing around here for what we're going to do afterwards, because I didn't forget, but I didn't think about it. It's Central Time, so it's only like 7 a.m. or it's 8 a.m. now because they open at 8 a.m. But yeah, we'll see what this is like in here. See, they'll let me videotape. And I guess that's what happens when you get the museum delivery, which I think it's delayed because they're going to shut down the factory for a few months. But you get to have your Corvette sitting there on the front of the whip. Photography welcome. We'll go ahead and say that means for videography too. And cars. So far it's just kind of in little like videos and stuff. They got a theater in there. It's actually a pretty big theater. I didn't video that for some people in there watching, but we skipped the movie. But as you turn the corner, check out this guy.
This means that stronger and lighter weight Corvette body parts exceed the strength to weight ratio of steel.
Boom! Seen that when I rounded the corner. I was like, what the hell? Took a whole Corvette town in here. Because we're starting with the 50s. As a reseller, I can't help but imagine and wonder how much that thing's worth. It's like a little custom-made model there. One man's homemade quarter-inch scale. I'm thinking it's probably only worth maybe $1,000-$2,000 max. And the real reason we came here, real reason is to hang out here. They even got like a whole little kids zone. Look at that. I don't think that's gonna fit though. Go underneath the screen here, little NFC codes. Sulfur. I know that's in your little oil. I'm not sure what that is. Michelin Corvette. So they have little, I don't know if that's an NFC code or what on the bottom of that. Not sure this guy's doing around the corner, but as you can see, you got these guys racing and the lights on, and you turn the corner of the camera, the lights off, and this dude's just chilling in the corner, protecting his half open engine. We got a ZR1, and they're showing a Z06 Nürburgring time. They have a Nürburgring time plaque over here saying, how they always test their cars, but where's the C7 Z06 time? I guess here's some prototype Corvettes in the corner, and right next to it is this chopped up C5. Anybody know what that's from? Good old Leroy. Check that thing out. Wonder how fast that thing will crunch a 4K video. As you can see, there's like a big one of those, I don't know what to call it, collages or whatnot of small pictures into a bigger picture into a Corvette. And most of them are Corvettes, as I can see. But then you got some special ones like, geez, I already missed it. I was going to cut to a picture of an older lady with a fish. Oh, guess you don't get it. I can't find it now. There's a lady sitting there holding 20 fish. Here's a display on the whole sinkhole, which is, I think that it's around the corner, but here's a social media expose, as you see, but it's still got the memes are even transferring over into the rear one, I guess. I found a Corvette this morning. As you turn the corner, they have a simulator that's going to simulate the whole sinkhole type deal. You can see they got 3 projectors there, and 3 projectors there, and some little system up there. So we have to wait a minute. I must say, that was highly underwhelming. It was like wait 2 minutes, like 10 seconds of some rocks falling. It was real odd. Maybe we got the short end of the stick and it ended early. I'm not sure. As you can see, here's the ones I guess that fell in. That's one of those weird things to think, like all these cars are on display and a sinkhole just like crushed them up just like that. Well, I guess we'll get to see it here in a little bit, but it's still kind of. And I guess those cars there came in from that hole down there. And I have a turnstile door, but it was just the most rickety thing I ever been through. It was like creak, creak, creak. For big guys like us, it barely fit. Also, look at their merchandise. You can hear that door in the background. Quite the room for their merchandise. But I'll ask where footage towards that. Alright, so that was the end of that. Alright, so you can see that was the end of that. I got a couple hats and a $10 milkshake. Start the morning off right. And I guess we'll see how far we're gonna get. And somebody's Grand Sport sitting out there. We'll see how far we get and see if we end up, as you can't see me because I'm black right now, and see how far we get and see what we end up doing here after we finish. Although we're loving this mark, so far every single clearance we've been to has been 75% off. Even those look a little suspect. Not sure what kind of cards those are, but they might be worth it. They're 20, but these are pretty good too. And we even got more than that in the cart. He got the cart back there. And that's why it's going to be hard to make it to Texas. Instead, we just got out of the Corvette Museum. This is our first RA stop on the trip. We drove from our house straight to Bowling Green, did the cool Corvette thing. This is the first stop. There's a Walmart, 2 Goodwills, a Salvation Army, and Toys R Us, like right in this little area. And first stop, we're already there. So, see, I'm in awe. Might be coming back full. Guess we're gonna have to find the stuff they're gonna miss. $30, $60, and $30 for the wheat. All right, so it's 12th at 7:30, which is 6:30 Wednesday. We're in Central Time now. The laptop's at 7:30, but it's still gonna be our little late start. We got a hotel yesterday after some footage of us driving around, but we were just tired and had to kind of maybe try to sync up a sleep schedule a little bit. But got a little late start too because I didn't edit that because I was sleeping. So I'm just going to try to export that video at 7:30 here before we're going. It would have been nice to already have it uploading now instead of doing it because who knows how bad the internet is here. And I'm not too sure about, we don't have any hotspots or nothing, but I'm not too sure about putting a video on like an iPhone or an iPad, which we didn't bring the iPad with us, but putting it on an iPhone and uploading it from there. Not really sure. Or maybe if we can go stop somewhere like a Verizon store and buy a little, I don't know. I think it'd only be like $20, maybe like 50, like a little hotspot we can add that we could use or something. But we're gonna try to see how long that's gonna take because I didn't get started on that till, I don't know if it's 6:30 now. I didn't start out until like 5 or something like that. I went and took a quick shower, and I didn't really get done what we wanted to get done yesterday. And today we're gonna have to decide what we're gonna do, which is probably drive because we're still like 12, 13 hours from Texas. And as I said, it's 6:30, so we don't really have a set time we have to get in because really the Green main event isn't until Saturday night, I think, or Friday night. But there is like a little seminar thing tomorrow morning that we might try to catch just because, I mean, why not? We're already heading down here. I might try to catch that. But if that's the case, it's going to be 13 hours from now. Then you got to get some sleep. And I think the seminar is in the morning at like 9 or something. But I guess we'll just get on the road and see how a 12-hour drive is. But see if I can get this video uploaded real fast first. Oh, and it's just we ended up staying just at a day's in. We went to like an extended stay, but they were full and having no room was just weird for like Tuesday at 2. And it's not like it was by the airport or anything. So we went to a hotel, I think, by the airport. And it was still like 80 bucks, which is that's a little bit expensive for a little tiny room, but it really wasn't that bad. It's a little tiny 2-bedroom room here. Although not too bad. Usually it's not the greatest, but got a little bread, got a little waffles, a little yogurt, got a little eggs. So not too bad. Not bad at all. It's even better. Yeah, front row parking. I guess you can kind of keep an eye on that while we're down in the lobby. All right, so just editing that part of the video and seeing that it wasn't an end to it. But that was the morning, and then right after we got done eating breakfast is when the next day is gonna start. But that was, what was that, Wednesday maybe? That was probably Wednesday, and it's Saturday right now. It's actually like 3 p.m. or something like that. It's getting ready for the the main event of the Green Room meetup. But I thought I should hop on here and explain a little bit and say that's going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next one.